Yeah, let's
Hey,
do
we're
it.
live.
Whoa, we're live.
Hey.
Oh, that's a thing that just happened.
My favorite way to go live.
Okay.
Just abruptness. Mid-sentence. Let's go.
I mean, we had a countdown. We just
didn't have a
let it expire.
We didn't have a
Like-
countdown. Welcome, everybody, to Game 12, as I hit my mic stand. Game 12 of Void Prime, Contract Conspiracy, where we last left off. The gentleman did a 4-game run through a single facility they learned was called TMC's Subsite Bridge that had a central chamber, and when they finally got to that lower level, they found out that was the center of the horror mystery that was occurring, with the constant replication of the single person Chris, who was turning into a monster over and over and over again, with as many of him as the place would make. And now the guys followed their contract. They have cleared the place out and yet not destroyed it. And due to a lot of techno wizardry by our local grease monkey, 09W12, we now have all of the information of the entire facility on a drive. So a great info dump will probably happen during this game. And now the gentlemen are back aboard the Bogart and once again in flight and off this planet. But not before, in one last-ditch attempt, we had high quality gaming moments of Dax trying to retrieve
Oh, God.
The nuke.
the nuke in the basement that they learned after entering the facility was part of a failsafe, so no one could take information from the facility. And he, through clever use of a looted EMP that, take note, DMs, I totally forgot the character had, and I totally let him loot it off a bad guy, because I put it on the bad guy in the first place.
Classic.
And it's just right up there with classic D. Hey, remember that thing that you gave me? No. Well, now I'm going to use it, and it's going to be clutch.
You want to hear an even better part of the story? I forgot it was there. And then when I was getting ready, I was looking at my equipment list, and I was like, oh, I got an EMP. I wonder what that'll do.
I wonder what this will do. And Levi didn't know either, so he had to make up rules on the fly. And so
I didn't have any stats on it, so I assumed it was going to work.
and it did. So with the first cutting of wires, the countdown started, which was not part of the plan, but part of what could have happened. And so EMP was triggered, and EMP succeeded. So Dax doesn't have a nuke, but he's also still alive. So
I imagine Dax comes back on the ship after you guys re-land, because you took off without me.
Yeah, we came back.
What's your radio? He's dripping in sweat.
Yes.
He's like, whoo, I don't have a nuke. That was close. It was a close one. Whoo.
Oh,
I think it's wedged in there real good. Real good.
it's wedged in there.
We're all glad you had the wisdom to walk away from that one.
Oh, there's no wisdom about it. It just wedged in there real good. I couldn't get it out of there without setting it off, so I had to use an EMP because I did set it off. I mean, it was, yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna use the EMP, a nuke is a good reason.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
the good news is, once we give this facility to shady contractor,
I don't know who.
that nuke is totally not going to work.
Good,
I EMP'd it. I fried it.
Good. For good or for awesome, I guess.
So we are not telling him that.
We didn't see a nuke.
No.
There was no nuke.
No nuke.
Levi, before we left, if I recall, didn't I erase all of the records of the experiments going on before we left?
I believe you did.
So that
With a copy?
this wouldn't
I
happen
recall
again.
you did. You
Yes.
emptied it. So
Yeah.
So this place is basically a blank slate. It has no records. All anybody would able to figure out is somebody knowledgeable of the equipment could piece together maybe what happened. It would take some time though, because
Perfect.
the DNA evidence left behind would make things very confusing.
Right.
Like, imagine if you're a doctor as part of like some sort of forensics team, and you have to make sense of what happened in that place.
There's no way.
There's no
Not
way.
even a chance.
It'd be like,
No.
okay, at best guess.
We have 10 subjects with the same DNA.
Yeah.
Somebody was really sloppy when they murdered everyone.
Just everyone, man.
Best I can tell, a set of octuplets or somebody with very good cloning technology.
It was rated by Octomom.
All right, so
just
you guys
wanted
are
to make
back aboard the
sure.
Bogart.
All
You
right,
guys are flying free.
let's get Starside. I would like to put this rock behind us.
Oh yeah. This place has got the poops.
Dax sits down.
I
X,
will miss it. That was an
I'm sorry,
interesting
Dak.
day.
I'm sorry, X. I tried to get that nuke for us. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do for a season finale now, but I mean, that thing had finale written all over it. And
Don't worry, man. We'll get up to something. We'll get up to something.
You know, I got a good look at one with enough time and some materials. I could probably just make one.
I know they gave us an offer for a bug hunt, but I don't think I'm up for it. I don't know about the rest of you.
No, that's
There was
okay
another
though.
bug hunt?
Well, there was a
Oh,
side
my
mission
bad.
because one we could use cameras on, because I gotta get some more material dropped.
Come back
I mean,
to that.
Cro-Magnon Man's gonna kill me right now, trending, because I ain't done shit in like a week.
Oh yeah, that guy's some serious business.
We'll have that lost footage.
Well, the good news is he can't
You
find
mentioned
me.
the trending. You double check just to see where he's at. And what's clear is Kiloton is
Forget about that guy.
moving up the charts with speed.
He's a dick.
He has officially surpassed Cro-Magnon Man as of sometime while you were in the facility. He eked past him.
See,
And there is an ad getting a lot of heat.
I dare not even want to look at this.
I mean, it's probably going to be one of those things where they say real nice things about you.
I don't know if anybody knows any nice things about me.
That's not true. I've seen you do all kinds of cool stuff.
Well, yeah, but those guys ain't gonna say it.
Well, it doesn't have to be something exciting on TV for somebody to say something nice about you. You're a good guy. I like
Well,
you.
the good news is, the way they're trending right now, if they say anything about me, it'll help. I don't even care if it's bad. My name coming out their mouth at this point can only help me until I get something else to drop online with here. Until we get another run going, and we gonna have to get a job we can do that with, because we can't do it with this one.
All
Hey,
right,
speaking of
well,
those ratings, where am I at?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me look you up.
You are in the top 20 right now of new shows, and it's going well, but at the same time, it's not generating the buzz and the heat of this new show that Kiloton is listed as ahead of.
Yeah, see, he's killing you too by a ton.
Well,
You see a promo for the ad too, the one that is part of like what is causing him to trend.
Yeah, see, like I said, man, like I'm sorry I didn't get that nuke, man. It could have put both of us over the top.
well, you know what I think's going on? Maybe the other fellers understand this too, because before we went down, we saw them commercials come on, and he was basically like riding on your coattails, right? He was like, "Hey, you right there, that guy, I'm coming for him." So really, it's your fame, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean that only happened because I accidentally nuked the not you.
Well, I mean, we can't do that every day, but I mean,
Well,
there
no,
are
that's what I'm
20
saying.
Chris is down there, we could just probably
That's a one trick pony. We can't repeat that feat.
I mean,
You
there's a
boys feel
whole
about-
facility down there.
I got a suggestion for you. How about we go back to, was it Nema Station? that
Yeah,
this was
I
out of?
think that was it. Yep.
Sure.
You
Get
guys
paid.
haven't officially been to Nema Station.
Oh, okay,
yet.
this is a different station we were.
You went to a Planetary Union spaceport outside of Rablin. I think it was Isabella, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds right. That
Does
sounds
sound
correct.
Okay, so yeah, we actually
Nema
gotta fly
Station
back
is a
out to the
whole. Nema Station is the
Right.
largest space. It's the only space station in the system.
We got to head back to the outer ring.
And it has a complex recent history.
And did we forget to find the other one we followed here too? Like, did we fail on that account also?
You mean if you're talking about my friend?
Yeah.
She got picked up by some prison ship or something, and Void knows where she's at right now. But
Well, this whole damn thing is a bust unless we get paid. I guess we better go back and get fucking
that's what
paid,
I was-
hadn't we?
Exactly. What I was going to say was go back, get paid for this job, and resupply, maybe get some better equipment. And then he told us where another job could be back on the goddamn hellhole we're leaving. But if you guys need footage,
Hey.
we get some better equipment. We go back there, bug hunt, whatever the hell it is, and maybe get you some views.
Well,
If we got enough time before they impound this ship.
Yeah, how much time we got left on that? About like 3 or 4 days or something like that?
Yeah, about that. I got a message, and we're supposed to drop this off as soon as possible. Seems like the timetable's being moved up.
Oh.
And
Alright,
the
well,
weird thing was, it didn't come from Captain's brother.
Who'd it come from?
It came from some guy. He says he represents the estate, and if we can't drop it off, then they'll be sending in a team to requisition it in transit.
Well, then I guess we go get paid and drop it off. See what's going on.
Well, with what was it, 30,000 credits? I mean, assuming that's a thing. I mean, can we afford anything new?
Probably not a ship, but some better stuff. I don't
Like
know.
what? Just like a nice jetpack or two. We can just hitch a ride on an asteroid and just kind of scoot around.
Good question.
I mean, I don't think that's enough to keep the ship either way, is it? Like, even if we get
Lena?
paid?
I mean, it don't seem like it.
Okay, so now I'm just saying, like, let's say that vehicles, ships, whatever, have to be identified in some way, shape, or form, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So that means that the Bogard has some sort of identification in a system somewhere, right?
I mean, I haven't seen a ship look like this before, so yeah.
So what if we did the equivalent of just scraping off the number?
You want to steal the Bogart?
Well, I mean, technically we already did. I mean, we're in it. It's not ours.
Levi. I pull up my data pad and I search in Galileo list for a cruiser approximately the size, or a transport approximately the size of the Bogart. Try to find a estimated value.
Is he thrifty nickeling it?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I saw this coming, and this is something. So you begin your search, which actually happens incredibly quickly, but I need a little bit of time to work out how I'm going to make the conversion of build point to credits. So you are doing a lot of cross analysis, and you've already found 4 candidates that are similar to the Bogart. But I don't have your numbers just yet. Hold on. Discuss amongst yourselves your plans.
Well, while he's looking that up, I mean, we don't even know who the person is going to be paying us technically. Like,
Or
is there
that we're
anything in those?
really-
What was that?
Or that we're even going to get paid.
I mean, that's true. I mean, people are generally pretty good about that thing, though. You know, it's like reputation and stuff like that. Put a job out there, you got to pay for it.
This guy didn't tell us his name.
I've always been a little concerned about this. I'm not gonna lie, guys, because you never really able to explain very much anything about who this person was.
There wasn't much to explain, but I mean, it was 30,000 credits. I mean,
Yeah, I mean that is 30,000 credits. Like
it was on the job board.
Well, I mean, what do we know now about this place before we talk back to this guy or gal or?
I don't think he wanted to know anything. He just wanted it clear.
Yeah, I know, but
all his files, right?
Yeah, we got everything from what I understand.
Hey,
I'm gonna have all the regrets on this.
I just sent you a message, Levi. Will you please read that?
I will.
Maybe we can strike a deal with these people at the estate. Maybe we could say we'll work for them, manage the ship.
Wait. Now, what if we can find ourselves a dead ringer for Captain? Dress him up in one of the other flight suits and just tell him it's all a mistake. Captain's still alive.
Wow.
That'd be cheaper than a whole cruiser.
A lot more complicated, though. First, we got to find a dead ringer for Captain, which...
Yeah. I don't think that handout there is going to be it, though.
No. But if they require any kind of,
there's still the freaking thing on this ship, too, isn't
Okay.
there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna regret this, I'm sure. But I'm gonna make... I'm just certain I'm gonna regret it, because when you start messing with...
Levi's regret this whole plot line already.
I know I'm gonna regret this, because when you start messing with unit conversion... when you give somebody what you think is a cool weapon attached to a stone coffin they have to carry, and it turns out you didn't even bother to look at strength conversion, so they are not going to carry that with them. Good example. That happened literally last game. So we're gonna say build points times 1,000 is the cost in credits. So the Bogart, if she was brand new, is 75,000 credits.
Okay.
And you are now looking at the lowest that is similar to the Bogart is the Cagney. And the Cagney is 60,000. There's also the Lockdown. The Lockdown is 64,000. In addition to that, there is 70,000 one, and one that is 72.
So, maybe we could buy this ship between the five of us, assuming Mike ever wakes back up. Hopefully he does.
Yeah, he's looking a little slick back there, but...
Yeah, I left him in his bed, and somebody else will check on him later.
Did you put him in the bacteria tank?
No.
Oh, okay.
We had one of those?
Isn't that what those things are called? Those tubes back there? Oh, I don't know. I'll just make stuff up.
I don't think I could have lifted him up in there, if I'm going to be totally honest.
The other ones are the Gatewalk and the Xi'an Ji. All are listed on your price point for a similar size in cubic volume, but they're not. None of them are as wide. One is the Gatewalk is particularly tall and long, like submarine.
Hey, Levi.
Yeah.
What kind of vehicle did you say it is?
What? Did I say what was?
The vehicle we're looking at. The SRD I'm looking at has actual unit prices.
Oh,
credit
awesome.
prices. That's why I was just to keep you more in line with what you want, so you don't regret this.
Because I've been searching. Where's it listed at?
So, like sample vehicles, it has a military armored transport as 174,000 credits, level 15, medium wheeled vehicle.
Yeah, but starships aren't listed in credits.
Well,
The vehicles are always listed as credits, but then starships have their own rules.
Well, I was trying to just keep going down the list, see if I come across one.
Well, I mean, you can keep looking, but I
think
don't
about it.
doubt that terrestrial vehicles are listed in credits, but I doubt you're going to find a starship listed in
Yeah,
credits.
the whole
That's
point
level
is to not
15
get
vehicle,
players
though.
to actually spend credits on their starship. It's two separate.
That's
two
why it's a whole
completely
separate
different
system.
currencies. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, players would never have any money to buy gear. You'd
They'd
have
never
to
be
buy
able
a
to
starship.
afford a starship.
Right.
That's why.
So you're given starship
Because
points for that very
technically,
reason.
technically, as I'm looking at that right there, if it's saying that the high end of that exact same list is the Ultimatum Hover Carrier, that's
Great
3
name.
million. So if the Ultimatum Hover Carrier is 3 million credits, then that's something that can't break atmosphere. Then out the gate, the Bogart should be, which is probably smaller than it.
Illogical to ever own.
Yeah.
Right. That's kind of what I was saying. Like, that's why I was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what is the carrier? Does it talk about like? Is it actually like a carrier, like an aircraft carrier?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, it's like an aircraft. It sounds like
So-
the helicarrier, you know,
Yeah.
like from Shield.
Yeah.
Well,
I
a
would say
light
that
hover
is-
tank.
that would
A
be
light
far more
hover tank
expensive
is
than a
80
spaceship.
grand. So it's basically saying a tank, a small tank, is 80 grand.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I should just tack on another zero. So there you go. It's 750,000 there.
Cool.
Yeah, that makes more sense. We'll do that.
I was gonna say because
Yay.
that's.
See, now no regrets, guys.
Well, you know, I would say stealing a ship would be.
We're gonna tack a
exciting
zero
and fun.
onto every number I just gave y'all.
But you know, if we start stealing ships when we're you know, trending and all that kind of stuff, I think we're gonna get found.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Man, you guys hanging out with us is already a little. We cut off the radar. So far, 09, but I'd hate for corpos to come try to repossess you.
Oh, I am paid up this month. Thank you.
Oh, good. Well, all the more reason we should get paid, I guess.
Yes, it's only 2,000 credits a month.
We gotta take care of everybody.
Oh boy, man, that's expensive.
I'll be paid off in less than 300 years.
Oh man.
I know you probably see time differently, but whew.
At least he's got 300 years. I mean,
Well, let's, I guess, get paid, and I suppose I'll spend the money knowing we have no chance of affording this lovely hunk of junk.
Well, do we want to look through the files real quick, see what was going on, so we have some like info, some leverage, maybe?
We got time because it's how long is it going to take us to get back to that station? We got to go back to the outer rim, so I'm sure we got time to go over the
This
files.
whole time I was trying to whisper you, I was punching in zeros instead of the letter O.
You just kept
So it
adding
wouldn't
numbers.
ping you up.
So
I was like, why?
expensive. So expensive.
Okay, hold on. I'm dealing with secrets, y'all.
They're dark, man.
Such dark secrets.
Such the darkness. All right, so I'm just
That
kind of
is- that
floating
is good.
around here.
That is good darkness music right now. That works very well.
Oh yeah. So like, a list of things we got going on right now while things are kind of settling in the air right here. We got person trying to hire people to kill me or kidnap me or something on a mysterious compound.
I'm still getting
Yeah.
used to you without the helmet. Sorry.
Would you prefer me putting it back on?
No.
Oh, okay. So we got that. We got that creepy hand that you got in the jar back there, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
still- That's still here, right? It's not like just ran off or I don't know,
Yeah, it's a
done
good-
whatever they do.
Hey, wait, that as far as you know, that hand's still contained, right? The creepy hand,
As the comm
nice.
comes on,
old nine's old hand.
you mean this hand? And in the background you hear,
conveniently sounds like it's being filtered out by some kind of compressor.
Definitely being filled out. Yep.
It's been tapping in code this whole time.
Oh, good. So it's still there. All right.
Do you know the code? I suppose. You know its code.
Yes. It's promising me a lot of stuff if I just let it out.
Yeah, I would recommend not doing that.
Yeah, usually when disembodied hands try and promise me things, I say no. Everybody knows, don't trust hands.
No, never once. Don't shake them.
Not that I'm not connected to something. Nope.
Way too many fingers.
Okay, so we got that going.
So we could always just if this person turns out to be a dick and they take the ship from us, that'll just be there for them to deal with. Then that's not our problem, I guess, anymore.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. So we're supposed to be dropping this thing off where it was a. Oh boy, it feels like a lifetime ago.
I think that was Gramano. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, maybe. I thought for some reason we had to go like into Gran Empire for some reason.
Somebody roll intelligence to remember stuff that had been stated to characters in the past.
I'm good at this sort of thing.
Hey, you passed! Yay!
You know, an 18's a pretty good number. I think.
Helios, you have no idea.
I don't know.
You don't know. There's stuff, and it's bad, and it's happening.
It was Gramano, and if it is, it is, and if it isn't,
Dex might know, but he's busy looking at something. He's not paying attention at the moment. I'm trying to look up Starfinder rules for cloning.
oh no! Oh no!
Oh boy!
I don't have a simulacrum spell.
Well,
There's probably the clone spell.
No, there's not specifically, but there are clones in lore, so there's people arguing that there should be a spell and there's not. So I'm trying to find a loophole so we can reclone the captain.
Does Pathfinder 2 have simulacrum? Because I bet it would work fairly similarly.
We could probably ask that hand.
You would know. Definitely.
Yeah.
Just let it out. He'll tell you.
I mean, I'm sure you just gotta sometimes take a chance with these things.
Hold on, I'm still answering secrets.
That's a lot of secrets back there.
There's a lot of secrets going on. They're very dark.
I prefer not to talk about it.
Man, are they the darkest of secrets?
They're
I
so
think at some
dark.
point-
They're
at
very
some
dark,
point I'm gonna
clearly.
remember, but it's on tip of my tongue.
It was
But,
Gramano. It was definitely Gramano.
we'll come back to that, I guess. All right, so we get paid.
This argument.
Probably have to lose our boat, and then what? Hire a shuttlecraft or something, and get us back somewhere.
I guess try to make sure we save up enough credits to get somewhere to get another job and afford another ship.
Man,
Or maybe this, hope this person, we could strike a deal with them. Maybe they'll let us work as their crew for some reason. I don't.
yeah, I guess it's possible.
I gotta say, I've been without a ship for a while, and I really like having one again. So I hate to give it up.
Yeah. So, okay, so it's been a while since you had your ship and all, but it seemed like your crew might be just kind of hanging around somewhere.
Thought they were all dead, if I'm going to be totally honest with you. I didn't think anyone survived that but me, as far as I knew. The solar flare.
Man, those things are worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
But yeah, she's on some prison ship. That thing in the jar apparently was with her, which concerns me. And I remember 09 telling me that it didn't like me. So that concerns me more, because I'm worried about her. I thought she was dead. And I don't know who the hell would want to even imprison her for what.
Yeah, prison ship, man. I was gonna say maybe it was like, old enemies, on the battlefield kind of thing, but I don't really see them using prison ships.
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. As much as I thought she was dead, I think most people, at least in the Planetary Union, think the same thing about me. So, wasn't Planetary Union who picked me up. They left me there to die.
Well, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
Sucks drifting for a long time. I've been there.
Yeah. Really?
Oh yeah. This one time I was just sitting out there for what felt like an eternity. Like, whew, I don't know. As stars all moved around and stuff at some point. Like, it was a long ass time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't hear what you said, so I was just saying yeah.
How did you end up that way? What set you adrift? Did you get your ship did you get vaxxed or
yeah, about that. So it's a really long story, but I mean, I can get into it if you want.
Well, 09 seems to be processing all that information he downloaded, so if we got time.
Oh, okay. So I was hanging out with some friends, and we were actually at a funeral. It was out at this lake. We were just getting out there, meeting up. We used to ride around in this boat. And anyway, we came back, and a whole bunch of people were real hungry. And I don't mean just like the kind of like, I want a cheeseburger kind of hungry. I mean flesh-eating hungry. So we were running around, my buddy Duke and I, and a couple others. And, well, at a certain point, I got bit. And so, people were thinking, oh, Dale, this is the end for you, buddy. You gotta chop off an arm, or shit's going to go sideways on you.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
Wait a minute.
What?
What do we do with all due respect, what do we do with Captain's remains?
I can't turn him into a zombie if that's what you're getting to.
No. I'm done. I can't believe I didn't think of this before.
Wait, what?
I'm afraid I know where he's going with this.
We just left the cloning fucking facility.
I already said that a few minutes back.
We just left the place that makes clones. Why did we not clone the captain?
Well, because on the account of them turning into a giant monster that kills people.
Yeah.
We just need her long enough to clear this whole we have to give the Bogard back deal.
Oh, correction. We no longer have to give the Bogard back.
What? Wait, hold on, what?
Sorry, while you were discussing, I made a few transfers. I pull up my data pad. I am now the owner of the Bogard.
What? Wow. How did that happen?
Well, I may have sold all of the information that we just took from the medical research facility on the black market for 800,000 credits.
Oh, shucky dang. We should probably get paid real quick before that news gets out.
But we do have a ship now.
That's outstanding.
Wow.
Man. That's going to cost us probably at least one tactical knife when we go to turn in this job.
Did you
quick enough?
Yeah, let's go quick. And did you look at any of the stuff before you sold it, or?
Oh, I still have my backup. Yes.
Oh,
so we still have the info. You just sold a copy of the info.
All right, we need to get. All right, we're already en route, so we'll just go get paid right now then.
All right, hey, you know what? Can we just forget I said anything about that other thing? We just.
Hey, what? 09 owns the Bogart.
That's not good though.
Why not? What?
Well, I mean, if he misses one payment and his owners come to claim him, they get the Bogard with him.
Oh, come on. We're going on another bug hunt. You guys got to get some money from all these views you get, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
There's money?
Yeah, Doug paid me the other day. It was great.
How do you feed yourself, Dax?
Oh, I got these MREs right here. These.
It's mostly promotional food.
With these.
You know, the green room he goes to.
Zapco doesn't so much pay me.
With
They
these
just give me some.
Zapco rations.
They pay you in merch.
Yeah, I mean, basically, and exposure.
You get
Exposure,
stickers.
You get paid in exposure a lot. I mean, they do a lot of behind the scenes promoting goes on there. You know, I mean,
All right. Well, then let's go get paid. Tell them the facility's clear. And thanks, 09.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Holy crap!
I mean, he's a captain.
No, I am not.
Oh, you own it. It's your ship.
I think that's the law.
I do not want to be the captain.
Well,
Guys,
Yeah.
I just got a notification up here. This is it's changed hands. The debt's gone. So somebody bought the boat.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's surprising.
Yeah. I don't have all the paperwork in just yet, but I just got contacted by the estate, and the brother, Capullo, he says there's no need to bring it in. It's already been bought and paid for. So I guess we're in the clear. So I'll keep my eyes open for when we find out who the new owner is. Okay.
Oh, we do.
What?
Would you like to do the honors? Yeah, you.
Me?
Well, yeah, I don't want to say who it is specifically because that would ruin the surprise for what. God damn it.
What? I am the owner of the Bogart.
Yeah.
yeah, wait, you work for him
What?
now.
I am. I just
Really?
bought it.
How?
750,000 credits wired.
Juicy intel from that facility.
Hold on. They told you it was 750,000 credits?
Yes.
Is it? I mean, that's what a blue book for, right?
I mean, no.
Oh.
Okay.
Get
Well,
a fantastic deal.
You know what? Hey. Oh,
Did you like dial back the odometer on this thing before
09?
you posted it?
sir? Do I still have a job here? Is our employees gonna
Oh,
transfer?
how do you
With-
get paid, Wilt? What?
I make about $1,000 a month.
Okay. Here is
Tim's like-
1 year in advance.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Tim's like, Fulcrum never paid nobody.
Nope.
Whoa. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that was the thing.
I request
should
that you
have
do
faked he
not
was
call me
making
that
more.
again. Please call me 09.
Thank you, 09.
And you do not work
Thank you
for me.
so much.
You are part of the crew. We are all in this together. I did this so that
Okay then.
I
Well then,
wouldn't lose my family.
gentlemen, it's an honor to fly with you.
Yeah,
All
thank you.
right. Where are we going?
gotta
We're
go
gonna
get paid.
Let's get paid more. He zips on down the tube.
That's the back to the outer ring. Planetary Union
Texas.
Station outside of Rablin.
Rex is doing some math.
Yeah,
Do we-
I would have
do-
probably said I made more than that, and just like I mean, he wasn't making 1,000 a month.
Do we need to even go get paid again? How much was that info worth again? Oh
Hold
no.
on, did you just say do we need to get paid?
Yes, I would still like to get paid.
I believe I'd like to get paid again.
So
Okay.
I just put a $1 million bounty on my head.
What?
What?
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
well,
oh,
I would
What?
prefer to get paid again.
What?
indirectly, I guess. Yeah.
You have a bounty now?
I just sold highly classified information on the black market. That is traceable with ID numbers. Eventually they will find me.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
we
So
should
we're gonna be careful about getting paid then.
But we have the ship.
Well, that's good.
You should probably take a look at what you sold at some point.
Oh yeah.
And you guys set a course.
Wait, did you say there's a bounty on your head?
1 million credits.
There
Hey,
may be.
don't turn him in. He's our friend.
No, I'm not going to turn him in. But it is much easier to make another 09 than it is another captain.
That's specious right there, y'all.
That's the android. That's the
That's
android voice
specious.
talking.
Harsh.
That's the old war veteran talking there. Oh.
That one cut deep.
But it's true.
Right to the power core.
We'll make an 09, one hand at a time.
Tappy tap tap. So, ship flies, and you guys speed off into the dark. For the first time, free of any ownership, and now on the 12th game, you've got your own boat. Yay!
Hell yeah.
And a bounty.
And in character, the character's player that's making the ship now owns the ship.
Noise. That's job security.
Meant to be.
Yeah.
Job security. I built the boat, I own the boat.
True story.
So did the exterminator actually remember where we were supposed to go to get paid with his 18?
Oh, right.
You know the contact information of the lawyer, the Kasatha Advok, that you have to reach in order to get paid. And then, in essence, because you guys now live in a digital existence, face-to-face meetings don't always have to happen.
Yep.
So,
Oh.
you have a number for Advok Lindana.
Advoc Linda. It was like a Linda. Yeah, Advoc Linda.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I never met him, so...
Oh,
You
she
guys
was a
took-
lady.
oh.
She,
Oh, well
she was
then-
like a lady attorney, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I think Advoc is short for like advocate.
I don't know. It's one of them Kasatha people, so it could mean anything,
I think
really.
it's a title.
You guys got a contact info? Call her up. Job's
Yeah,
done.
sure. I just dial it right up there on my little wrist thing. You
Oh,
know,
hold
that
on,
Spicy
hold on.
Mike don't know how to use.
Yes, let's get it on.
Put it up on the screen.
Gentlemen,
Hey, so the job is done. The facility has been cleared. Safety measures have been taken. Everything is a go as requested.
excellent. We will send a team to evaluate what remains that can be salvaged, but as long as things check out, there's no need to forestall payment. So I will transfer the following into your accounts, and with that, there is a request tied to this payment. My employer would like to meet with you face to face.
Was this the aforementioned unnamed employer that you were not allowed to reveal?
That would be correct.
Which
She
she
has-
pass the audition.
Why I say what?
They have seen that you have done well. They are interested in talking with you about further jobs in your pursuits in this sector. And with that, you guys do see a ding come through. And to the account you have designated, though I'm not sure which one of you is the banker, the remainder of your money has come through. I believe you guys did argue half in advance and half at the end. I don't know if you did.
I did not write down.
I
half in
didn't write.
advance, I'll tell you that.
I didn't write down
Okay,
half in advance.
then the full 30 comes through.
All right.
All right.
And it's not
Wait.
30 each, it's 30
30
total.
total. So we
Yes.
divide that up, 5 ways, and we
So that's a tactical knife for each of you, I think.
a tactical
Oh,
knife for each of us.
beautiful. It's a beautiful amount.
1 TK.
Did it come through?
Yeah. It looks like it cleared.
Excellent. then my employer would like to meet with you at... You may choose the location if it'll make you feel more comfortable, but if it does not matter, then they will come to you. They will set a... Well, tell me what your timeline is. We don't want to get in the way of your jobs.
Dax kind of looks over at Helios. We didn't have any... do we have anywhere pressing we needed to be there, pilot?
I mean, nothing I can say at the top of my head right now without some more time. So, I'm all for another job.
All right. 09, we didn't need any repairs to the Bogart after that mission, right?
The hull is worn. The atmosphere was quite deteriorating to the ship. As long as we don't go back to there, I think we should be okay for a while.
All right, then. X, you don't have any contractual obligations to your overlords to fulfill, right?
Let me take a look. It just says I gotta kick ass and take names.
Well, then I guess we're free. Where would you like to meet?
Question. You guys need to stream in order to make your money, right?
Well, yeah, that was going to be a discussion with this secret overlord when we meet about the fact he won't let us put nothing online.
I think it was just that facility.
Well, I know. I'm just a little concerned that all his jobs are going to be offline, but that was something I was wanting to talk to him about when we get there.
He gave us an online job too. We just haven't gone and done it.
Well, yeah, that's true.
We do?
Well, there was a side job we could have done while we was down there, but, you know, we didn't want to leave the Bogart in that caustic environment much longer, considering we thought we might have to trade it back in when we got back.
Right.
So I guess we'll see what he's got for us.
Hell yeah.
Maybe we can go full lights and sirens on this next one, who knows?
I'm in.
Well, if that is a consensus, then I've sent coordinates to your information, Mr. Schatz, and you will see it is for a location on Grimano that is simply a neutral location in the wilds. It is a high point, should be ample space for your ship to land out of Atmo. It has nice sight lines, and feel free to survey the area. It is an area that's called the Break Ridge.
And no offense, but is it all right if we have this meeting tomorrow? Because we're all kind of beat a bit to hell after the job. Wouldn't mind a bit of a sleep.
It is at my discretion to set up the time and date. Worked out with you tomorrow will suffice, yes.
It's in the sector. I'm sure we can make it by then.
Well, then they will look forward to it, and thank you, gentlemen. You've been consummate professionals. And with that, the line goes dead.
Okay, now that she's gone, what are we going to do about our good friend from the former team who's still with us and survived the encounter?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy, Wyatt. Right?
Wyatt, yes.
Yeah, Wyatt. Oh,
we
yeah.
do still have Wyatt, who survived.
He's a real terrible shot.
I mean,
He landed one or two.
He comes out the back and he's like, "Oh, you guys have a really good shower. Oh, it's just..."
Did you try the fifth head? The one that's like...
No.
Oh, man.
Oh.
You'll love that one.
So, thanks. Thank you so much. Thanks for everything, guys. I thought I was going to die down there. So
Yeah.
well.
I'm gonna crash, and honestly, if you can get me off at a planetary union port, really
How about
anywhere.
Grimano?
We can. We're going to Grimano.
Yeah. Beautiful planet. It's great. That'll work
Perfect.
great for me. Thank
We'll
you.
be there tomorrow.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. Hey, here's my number, and then he sends that off his pad to yours. If you guys need anything, let me know. I owe you guys one. I owe you guys a big one.
Thanks, Wyatt.
And you see the number that comes across. I didn't throw that away, did I? That'd be stupid. I probably did a stupid thing then.
That's apparently I just deleted my notes thing on accident. Perfect.
That
I had
sucks.
Wyatt's last name.
Wow.
You guys have Wyatt's number. I don't have his last name. Hold on, let me see if I can grab his
Contact
last name.
information.
Yeah, hold on, be right back.
Oh man, I can't believe I just did that.
Isn't that
The
the worst?
entirety of
I've
your
been there.
notes?
Yeah.
That hurts.
Oh no. I unlocked it and I was moving it down to the bottom of my equipment list.
Worst.
And it gone.
Whoa.
Roll for it, 09. Brock is the last name.
Uh-oh, we've got
A
secret rules happening.
31.
You are in his system. You can do one thing now
What is happening?
before his own system will attempt to start to push back. What do you want to do?
I change his device ID to mine.
Okay.
And I change my device ID to his.
Okay.
So now anyone tracking my device ID that sold all this information will be
Yep.
looking for him.
Okay.
That's a total Bowron move. I love it.
That's awesome.
A little dark, I know, but it had to be done.
No,
We're-
I dig it. That's
To
awesome.
Wyatt?
Well,
Yeah.
we're
Poor
meeting
bastard.
with our employers, and I can't very well be the person that sold all of this stuff. So-
Oh my god.
We'll
And
drop
he was
him off.
there, so he,
He
would
was
know.
there. He
so
knows
it
it
makes
all.
sense.
Oh wow.
So I said
That's genius.
that's great.
I
I
I
dig
didn't
it.
think of it
I'm
until
down for
you
That's
until
a
you said he
prime-
sent us his phone number, and I'm like, well, wait,
I
if
love
there's
how-
communication.
Prime
The
hacker.
funny thing is, the funny thing is in this system, because computers, it's basically wizardry now.
Yeah,
It's just the high-end wizardry of
Yeah.
information. It's crazy.
Identity
Yeah.
theft.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought about it until you said he wirelessly shoots us his number, and I'm like, well, wait, if phones are talking,
Yeah.
wait,
Yeah.
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 Oh
it's like
my god.
it's like the phones near each other when they're sending pictures and stuff like that. Like, wait, that's a good idea.
This poor bastard.
Oh.
He's just been a world of darkness.
Sleep well, Wyatt.
tip of the hat to you. Oh my god. Wow.
He goes back and he starts eating what he can find in the mess. None the wiser.
Glenn just created the big bag end guy for this entire plot.
Yes, he did.
Don't worry, guys. He can't shoot
shows-
shit. We just
He can't
He,
we
he
spent
shows up,
two
he shows
games
up
with
at
him.
level 20 with a revenge plot for selling him out back in.
And
He has
can't hit
nothing
nothing.
but magic missiles.
Oh god.
Can't miss.
So what do you guys want to do?
I say it's time we head to Grimano.
Yeah, take a,
I
take
think
a
we're
rest.
all sleeping.
Yeah.
Those of us
I
that
am-
have to.
I'm going to
Oh,
a
yeah.
charging station.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely recharge
Take a
all
nice
the batteries.
shower. Go cleaned up.
You guys get rest. You get relaxation. You cruise.
What's the rules on healing back stamina? If
Short
you're
rest.
resting.
You spend a resolve point, don't you?
That's
Yeah,
like
it's,
during though, right?
That's during. I think you get it all back during a rest automatically. It's hit points that are extremely hard to get back.
I don't,
which-
I don't have any hit points lost. I just
Okay,
lost
as long
my
as no
stamina
one-
points.
The long rest, you get it back then.
Is anyone
Okay.
down hit points? Even Mike? Because I can
might.
I can.
We
handle
don't worry
that when
about
the day's
Mike.
up.
Nope.
Mike's passed out.
He's not here to. He can't worry about himself even.
Mike seems to have lingering
Pretty
something
beat up. Well, if
from
everyone,
that cradle.
if everyone else is fine and has no
Nope, no hit point damage
hit
here.
point damage, I will burn my healing touch on
Excuse me.
Spicy because I can before I go to bed,
That's right.
and he will heal for 25 hit points.
You
if-
throw that.
Damn.
You throw that healing right into that hole.
It takes me a whole 10 minutes to do that, so I can't do 25 minutes on demand. 25
Right
minutes
in the
on
heel hole.
demand, but right in the heel hole.
In the heel hole.
You just repaired that anal tear.
Yeah.
That's a fissure.
I hope so.
On you cruise, and as you go, you are now approaching Romano. It's taken you with a single drift jump. You guys appear somewhere between the orbits of Uralidex and Talasi, and you're on a nice soft approach to Gramano. There are a lot of ships in orbit around Gramano in general. It's a very commerced planet, so you guys, for the first time, see... Traffic is the wrong word, but you feel like you're entering a populated space. And as you are zoning in on the coordinates, they weren't lying. Gramano is host to a number of city-states that are heavily fortified because the wilds of Gramano are renowned for having massive, dangerous creatures. And in the really big expanses, basically kaiju. However, this particular one that they listed, the coordinates lead to a place called the Breakline Ridge, and it appears to be a wall of mountains that comes up in the middle of one of their bodies of water. They're massive bodies of water. And all you see on this ridge of mountains is a number of antenna and data stations, but nothing that looks like where anybody more than maybe a person lives. And this range of mountains runs about 15 miles through one of the oceans.
We should probably drop Wyatt off first, right, guys?
Yeah, and
Right.
I wouldn't mind taking a quick second to spend a little bit of this credit. But I think dropping him off first is a very good idea. Let's not get him tied up with all this. Whatever it is.
So you guys drop off Wyatt. Do you care what town you drop him off in?
A population center that has a spaceport, probably, just so if he wants to leave, he can.
Yeah.
Okay. There's multiple. You guys drop him off at Nawalu, which is a Lashuta-controlled one.
And would it be possible for anything there to possibly have a Mark II personal upgrade? And this is a settlement for such a thing.
Give me a... let's see. Is there a skill for, like... Well, let's just call it a diplomacy. Let's see if you got...
Sure.
Or no. It would be like local knowledge would be actually
There's
ideal.
culture? Is it,
Yeah.
is it
Culture is the guy.
Culture is a skill.
Culture's the guy.
It's like culture. An 18.
Yes. You
All
find a Mark II personal upgrade.
I would like to drop the 6,500 credits to buy that.
That's a big spend.
Here you go. I hope that this works out for you.
Thank
Pleasure.
See what happens when I plug it in. Oh. This will be a wisdom upgrade. All right. That's me done.
Take it slow. You're gonna want to breathe and keep some citrus nearby. Take it easy. And you want to be in a reclining position the first time you jack this upgrade in, because the last thing you want is to get jacked up.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't like that at all. Particularly while I'm standing up.
Take you out for as much as a week. Make you question your identity. It's no good. It's no good.
Reclining then. I'll sit back. Thanks.
Yeah. If things go real bad and you're out of my service area, then you're just gonna have to hit yourself up with if you happen to run across any little mouse boys that happen to have a lot of metal attached to their face, any one of them will probably be in a good position to give you some advice.
Oh, go.
And all of my sales come with the Jackie guarantee. Pleasure to meet you.
Okay, Jackie. Got it. Thank you. Thanks, Jackie. Oh, shit. It's gonna be fine. Fine. All right. Thanks, Jackie. And back to the ship. Hey guys, how's it going?
Pretty good.
I think
Did you get what you're looking for?
I did. Yeah. If I seem to have any kind of like existential crises over the next like 24 hours, just be there for me. Remind me time is a construct. It'll be fine.
It's a flat circle.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Flat circle.
All right.
Alrighty.
So off to our meeting with our secret employer.
Sounds good to me.
Such a strange planet we're on.
Romano?
Like-
You can see that it is dense jungles, high peaks. Basically, if a planet could be a dire planet, Gramano feels like that. Extremely wild. And as you fly over the surface, Wit starts getting a little cautious. Hey!
Thank you for the raid.
Welcome, guys.
Much
Sorry,
appreciated.
So where we last left off, they got out of the facility, and now they're about to get paid, or they did get paid, and now they're about to meet with the person that paid them that was purposely a mystery, and now they're going to meet them face to face for the first time.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
As you guys fly over, Wit actually waits a little bit when you get to the coordinate site, because there happens to be a pretty sizable flock of
Oh, thanks for the
apex
follow.
flying. Oh, thanks for the follow. Thanks, Ben
Ben
Stove.
Stove.
Ben Stove.
Sounds awfully.
He's not
close
just
to a
Ben.
person we know.
He's a Ben Stove.
Nice.
That is true.
Yep.
And I haven't talked to them in forever, ever.
It's been a very long time.
Wit waits a little bit before descending because it seems as though there is a sizable flock of apex raptor-like things that are all about a 50-foot wingspan that are all in the area you guys are in. And so he loops a little bit as all of a sudden they disperse, and then he lands down. You guys are on a high peak about 150 feet above the surface of the water. But this peak is like a mesa of all these large pylon rock formations. And the actual diameter of this thing is probably like a quarter mile. In the pecking order of Ben's.
Nice.
Oh, that's true. Yep.
When you guys get
Double
there,
it.
there is a single person ship already sitting out there that appears to be a speed cruiser type. It's got enough space to have some sort of sleeping quarters, but it's mostly got a cockpit, and the thing is very sleek. It's maybe an eighth the size of the Bogart. You guys dwarf this thing. And parked outside, you see a tent that's been like spiked down.
That must be the one.
Yes. That is where, Malice. That's where all the cockfighting occurs.
It's very floppy at the start, but it stiffens up by the end. You're welcome, Levi. Zombie decoys here. Hello.
Hey, zombie decoy. If you guys are caught up on the boys, then that just makes everything that Jeff just said way worse.
I'm
Oh,
trying
boy.
to get caught up. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting
I'm not.
closer.
I need to see what you.
All I know is Herogasm came out this week.
That's what I just saw, and it is.
I need to see it. So
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect, and so. Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
That's a special
Docking
move.
appropriate preamble to cockfight.
It is a sci-fi game, so yes.
Yes, you have to dock
Yeah.
before you
yeah.
All right,
Oh.
you guys have landed, and the ship is there, and a large enough. The tent appears to be about the size of a It's 40 feet across. Malice, you would enjoy it. You really would enjoy The Boys.
That is your kind of show.
Malice, it is cynical, but it's really smart writing.
Malice is Butcher. If you've ever met him, he is Butcher.
Okay.
There is no other way around it.
Because honestly, Malice, like the more I watch The Boys, the more The Boys is really good at making you look at all your Marvel and DC comics and go like, oh, these are children's stories. That is not what would happen.
The moment Malice meets Butcher on the show, he's going, oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Don't know immediately.
Yeah, we're talking Boys.
Yeah, we slid into The Boys real quick.
Yeah, there's no other way around that.
Phrasing.
Like, when I was watching The Boys and Butcher came on, I was like, oh, it's Malice.
Because for me, like the more I watch it, I was like, I love the superhero genre, and yet the more I watch The Boys, I'm like, I think I'm terrified of superheroes, and I think I never want them to exist.
Oh yeah, that's definitely. It feels very World of Darkness-y to me.
Yeah.
Like the second I looked at it, I was like, oh, this is LARP. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a documentary. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Like even the first season, I'm like, I wasn't sure, and then there's a whole dialogue I love that's of just two minor characters, honestly, where it's a guy from a city. He's a government official from a city that is putting in bids to the company that manages all the superheroes to contract one to his city, and he doesn't have enough money to afford the one he wants. So they have to downgrade him to somebody else. And then they're talking about like that guy's effect on the economy once he's installed, and how much once he's there, it would like lead to tourism and all this. I'm like, and it just broke my brain. It's like nothing is actually about fighting crime. It's all about the power of celebrity, all of it.
Very true.
Yeah, Homelander is terrifying.
Steelheart's okay. I've done Steelheart and the sequels, Malice, and I like The Boys better. I think it's more realistic than Steelheart.
Facts, Litching Hour. Facts.
Like streaming or being a streamer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, The Boys is fantastic. So,
I'll put it this way, Malice. I could see the plot of The Boys, if you jumped like 10 years in the future, being what Steelheart becomes. So like it's like before the world is broken.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a tent.
All right. Well, we'll.
You.
By we mean Helios. We'll find a place to land the Bogart.
Oh yeah, no, me and Whit got this covered. We won't crush this tent. It's fine.
And then we'll.
Do you want to leave? Do you want to leave the landing check to Whit, or do you want to do it yourself? You could take 10.
Yeah, you know, I'll take 10. That's a 25.
We're gonna see how this campaign goes. We're in the ocean, guys.
No. I'm gonna take 10. I don't want to upset this man or his beautiful tent. Taking 10 is a 25.
Beautiful. You bring it in for a gorgeous landing, nice and soft. At the same time, you manage to ripple the tent a little bit, but you don't knock it off any of its moorings, and it holds fine.
You don't want to announce your arrival, but you don't want to cause too much of a disturbance. I want people to know you're there.
All right. Make a nice entrance.
Yeah, it's
Exterminator scoots up, jumps out, kind of aggressive landing. Stands up nice and tall.
Camera pans up slow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, checked. Mike's still totally, by the way. So
Mike's not okay. He's out. It's weird. You guys have seen him sleep, but this now is something's up. His vitals are stable, but irregular, according to all your instrumentation on board. It's like everything is low. His pulse is low. His blood pressure is normal, but his pulse is really low and slow. It's like he's in some sort of dormancy.
he's okay. That thing was sucking something out of him. I don't know. I didn't really take a close look at that tube.
I'm sure he'll pull through. I mean,
He's been through worse.
I think.
You guys have known him longer, so I'll take your word for it.
Well, it depends on whether or not you believe them stories about gnolls and goblins or not. I mean, most of his past makes 0 sense. I mean,
Trust will be okay, but you may all the better he can go sleep it off, and we'll meet the money, I guess. Oh,
guess we'll see
Let's
who this
go.
is, what they got to offer.
All right.
Let's go say hi.
out to the tent.
You guys walk in, and when you walk in, you see a woman that is in a series of fold-out chairs with like a fold-out table nearby that's got a bar laid out. And she stands. She is human. She looks to be in her 40s. Dark hair, very curly. She's curvy and short. She's like a 5'4". Thank you so much for coming to see me. Please have a seat. It's been a pleasure that you've taken this job, gentlemen. And I'm so sorry for the subterfuge, but it's just the nature of my business these days. I'd like to introduce myself. I am Bianca Benatelli. And I don't normally prefer to be meeting with people indirectly, but unfortunately, with the way things go in my business, lawyers become a unfortunate necessity. Normally, I like to be more one-on-one, but as I'm sure you saw, you are not the only group interested in the facility you were sent to. So, thank you so much. You guys have solved a big problem for me, and certainly put my affairs in a much more actionable position. So, thank you very much. Please have a drink, have a seat, and then she looks over at you, Onai. He's like, I'm so sorry. I never really know how to best present for an android, and so for synthetic, I don't really have a drink for you, but if you happen to know down the way, should this business continue, something that you would consider a treat, I would love to be schooled a little bit, just so I could return the favor and show good faith.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you very much.
So, gentlemen, I have a concern. There is a person that set up that facility, and that person is somebody I have to get to see reason. She is currently a threat to me and my family. Her name is Dr. Fiona Farrig.
A doctor?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
She'll be happy to tell you about her multiple degrees and how smart she is.
well, I mean, don't they have to take one of those hippogriff oath things where they don't do any harm? So, I mean, it'd be...
Oh, you walk the facility and she's the one that built it, so would you say that she's held up her oath?
Say she's got a twisted imagination.
I would say so as well.
Hell yeah.
So, gentlemen, the information that is in the facility, you found it to still be intact. What is the status? What were you able to find? And I understand that the place was cleaned out entirely. You took care of anybody in there and convinced them to leave, yes?
Well, see, what happened was, whatever team got sent in before us, I don't know if hired by you or someone else.
No, that would be not directly, but that would be at the call of Dr. Farrig.
Well, One of them was named Chris, and we're not sure what happened, but whatever was being experimented on in that place, Chris got in the way of it, and so the facility was full of him. That is until all these clones of him would turn into a monster that would try to kill you. So that's what we
Very sorry. I wasn't entirely sure what you would run into down there, except that it would be volatile. I knew that that was going to be a likelihood. You were walking into something that would be chaotic at least. So, to that end, you handled yourselves well. You seem to be down a man.
He took the brunt of those things. He's still with us, though he's unconscious on the ship at the moment.
He's recovering.
He's
recovering.
But it wasn't... He took a lot of it. He did. But we got it done, and all those things, we left him for dead. There was one other survivor. We dropped him off back at the nearby port. One of Chris's team.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wyatt.
Wyatt? Where did you drop him off?
The nearby port of
A place we already knew.
Nima. It wasn't Nima, but it was started with an N.
Yeah.
All right.
Crap.
Thank you for that.
Well,
I may have to talk with Mr. Brock in the near future. All right. If you don't mind, and I have more jobs for you if you're interested in something a little bit more long-term. I'd like to put you on open contract with me, but I understand some of you are celebrities and you have your own more free entrepreneurial position to occupy. And so maybe a stipend position is not necessarily what you're looking for, but you're effective. Your loyalties, though contracted with some of you, and she shoots a glance over at Exterminator, are not entirely bound to one entity, and that's appealing to me, because somebody with no camp can have a conversation. So many things in this place are contracts and powers beyond, and that's above my pay grade, so I find I enjoy working with freelancers personally.
That's fair.
I guess just we did this mission for you, as we like to call off the air. We did it covert for you. And you see, and I pull up the little data pad with the little graphs. See,
yes.
This is me before your job.
Very well. So what you're saying
is after your job.
I understand. So the covert nature of my missions is causing you to lose on content.
Well, it's just a matter of the time I'm spending doing your job. I have to then try to book additional jobs that I can do live. So if you have jobs that could be done that way, but if all yours needs to be covert, that's
actually, I do.
Now we're talking.
I do. I'm not certain if this is something you want, but I believe I'm not entirely certain who, but Dr. Farag keeps connections throughout the system, and these agents that work for her are always a problem for me. I believe she is now employing a Kilitamer star. I just don't know who it is.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That ought to be easy. We ought to be able to just look at their most recent episodes and see which ones are, coming out of this sector, right? I mean,
Well, she's been installed since the founding. So, since the Hollow Stream began, it's very hard to say who. I do know that previously, it was Furious George that she had been bound to. He was working in her employ to attempt to look for something. I am not certain what exactly she was looking for. I have my suspicions. But I know that she had hired a Killertainment star because I was following the money. And it seems as though he was some sort of extended contract from TMC, which she is the head of special projects for.
That is special projects. Okay.
Well.
Which is, not an ominous title.
No. Well.
And so...
I may know a few things about that camp.
Well, good. Because George apparently was in her employ. Now, all I know is that he had to check in at a number of these off sites, one on Gramano, and the other was at Nema Station, and both of those places are connected to shell companies owned by Dr. Farrick. And yet, both of them I've walked past through agents of my own. We've recorded their dead spaces. There's nothing there. Or if there is something there, it's unmarked, or... I'm not entirely certain what's being held. So,
You have
there
any
is that.
places you want us to go to, then?
No, I'm simply saying that Furious George wasn't entirely above board.
Well, that's not a surprise.
And if she has currently replaced him with some sort of new agent, I would like to know who that is.
And you say you think she might be using the same meeting place on this very planet.
Could be.
One of the two.
Could
Do you
be.
have those coordinates?
I do know that one of them was... somewhere on Gramano in Apex by TMC. The Nema Station was on Deck 34. Hold 15.
All right.
Germano was what again? Sorry about that.
Apex by TMC.
Apex. Thank you.
The Deck 34 Hold 15 location is simply a sealed, unused real estate that formerly was some sort of a fast food place that's been locked up the entire time. Anybody I've tried to get access to is either unable to breach or it's under some sort of watch. We haven't been able to get very close. And then the recent change with Vesk commandeering the entire place and then it being reopened with the partnership, it's been a bit of a mess. So that's become a little bit unreachable. With Apex by TMC, George stopped by what appeared to be some sort of weaponer, but then was lost. So the weaponer is
Let me look through my files. Hold on. I don't know if I bothered to make this location, which would be a bit of a problem. This would be, the name of the facility was T-Big Direct. Some sort of heavy weaponer dealer inside of Apex by TMC.
So, what you're looking long term to have something
Well, I'm saying,
Doctor?
if the concern for Mr. Shots is that there is no content yet to be produced, I have absolutely no problem with you confronting another Killer Tamer star and rolling cameras. Just as long as my name is not thrown into the mix. But you can feel free to out Dr. Farrig as much as you would like, because I guarantee she does not want that.
What else has this Dr. Farrig been up to?
She, as you've seen in the facility, is conducting dangerous research involving doorways and energy sources that is dangerous not only for herself but for the system.
Okay, so
Her research has to stop.
You know anywhere else where she's conducting this research?
All I know is that by the time I learned that there was a facility, it had already been abandoned and was already overrun by locals. The facility you raided, I found out about 8 months ago, and at the time that we surveilled it, it was clear it had long been left behind. So at this point, gentlemen, the information that you have is more than I know. So how long had it been abandoned? If you actually understand that, you could give me a better picture of what's going on, because there is no way whatever was happening in there was simply left behind. There has to be another place that this all moved to, for certain.
okay. So if we want to figure out which Killer Tamer star Dr. Farrig hired, all we have to do is go back to the point where Furious George met his untimely demise, and then we'll see who benefited from the ratings and numbers the most from the death of Furious George, and we should be able to figure out who it is that suddenly got high amounts of backing and influence from a well-to-do doctor.
Well, my money's on one. Kiloton wasn't around until after.
So you think it's Cro-Magnon Man?
Nah, Chrome has been around. He's one of the OGs.
All right, so let's. So Dax is
Kiloton's
gonna.
one.
Dax is gonna go make a. Is that a culture check?
Probably. And then we actually have a DC of 5 less when it happens to be about killer chaining.
So what exactly are you trying to research right now, Dax?
I'm looking at stream like numbers, rating numbers
You're researching.
at the
Okay. At the time, like,
who benefited the most after Furious George was taken off of the air. If I remember right, he was killed. I think we mentioned this before, but died in combat, whatever it was. And if that was the previous employer, then we can assume then the new person that she would have gotten a huge boost.
It's a DC of 22, but it's reduced by 5 to 17 because it's about killertainment that you're looking up.
And this is what kind of check? That's what it was.
Culture.
It is culture. Okay, that's what I thought. That's an at 20.
Okay.
Look at that shit.
That's amazing. Okay, I was gonna dig through Captain Killertainment over there's backstory with all the name drops he's got. Hold
There's a
on.
lot. Yeah.
There's quite a few characters that are name dropped in that one. I'll make sure I haven't forgot them all. Okay, so it's pretty clear that Chrome Magnum's numbers rise and fall, rose, and then we're in fall leading up to Furious George's rise, and then kind of stayed, and then started to dip again as he's now considered old. Malice Mike did pretty well right around the time that Furious George died, and then he dipped out with George's death. And Vinny Violencia also is a slight rise, as well as Brendan the Litigator. However, towards the end, it does appear to be Kiloton shows up relatively young and new, with a lot of speculation that he's actually Furious George again with a different guise, and Furious George didn't die. There was a lot of conspiracies about that until Kiloton very angrily went live with some sort of reveal video of his face to prove that he is not Furious George.
Quest of Chaos is here.
Hey, Quest and Chaos.
Hello.
Welcome.
Already at 21.
Thanks for coming by.
Pretty sizable crew right there.
Yeah.
And so right now with your nat 20, it was a hard decision between Gratuitous Grant, who was a effete, elitist, dandy Punisher style killer that would take out people that were in poor taste. But it's looking more and more like it's actually Kiloton.
I mean, this makes all the most sense, X. It's got to be Kiloton.
And then if you look
positive.
at within 2 months of his numbers breaking into the scene, suddenly he is starting to swing a lot of big T stuff, which is all the heavy weapons subsidiary of TMC.
I mean, it all makes sense now.
Yeah, sure
Yeah,
does.
they're tracking trends in space reality stars. That's what it is. That's literally what you came in for. You're looking at guys looking at trending reality stars in the killertainment field of hollow streaming.
I feel like this game just became the Adventures of Ford Fairlane, only it's...
And it's all impossible to look through all this without the same ping for the same ad coming up of why Kiloton is currently trending heavily on the stream.
Well, X,
You want to take a look?
might as well. Click.
Kiloton is back! Devastation, obliteration, blood ovation. In 2 days, Kiloton changes Killertainment all over again. All over again. Kiloton brings you the Killer Cage, and it's all kill, and then a giant A, and then cage. Killertainment stars each episode fighting it out for hollow contracts. No limitations, no rationalizations, all eviscerations. Kill a cage.
Oh.
That's pretty intense.
And you can
Why
see
didn't
the
we think
camera
of a
is
cage?
panning around a Thunderdome-like cage that is on top of a floating rock overlooking a boiling lake on Grimano.
Well, that can't be hard to find.
Yeah. Dude's local.
That is a really good commercial.
Wait, didn't she say this place has a really good sightline?
If it's the
Yeah.
spot that she told us about, that was a weaponer's place. Yeah.
the where you currently are at is very high ground with good sight lines in all directions. Because nowadays I try to Higgins your paranoia if I'm going to set you up with a location.
Appreciate it. Well, blunt force is always our way, isn't it?
Suppose so. And speaking of paranoia, I'm going to sense motive on Bianca here with a 20. Get an assessment of who we're talking with.
She is glancing at the flap of the tent where you entered in the direction of your ship. More than makes sense for somebody that has employed you and is talking to you about future jobs. She keeps looking in the direction of your ship.
Was there, thinking back, a increase of looking towards the ship after mentioning that Mike was not here?
Yes. And there seems to be... She is... You feel there's a lot she's not saying when you guys were discussing his condition.
So I think we're interested. What are we getting paid?
Well, here's the trouble. I would need some sort of evidence, some sort of proof that you can attach Kiloton to Dr. Farrig. And then if I've got that, I would just need you to come up with some sort of legal reason to provoke Mr. Atun into something that could be a self-defense scenario. I am not hiring you to assassinate a Kilotamistar. However, look at him. How hard would it be to create a situation where this man can... Well, I leave it to discretion as professionals. If we're going to build a chain here that connects to Dr. Farrig, and then only after that chain is established, then for certain, I would need an unfortunate scenario to play out for Mr. Atun.
Well, the good news about our line of work is it's dangerous.
That is what I understand, Mr. Schatz. I'm amazed that your high ordnance has not exploded in your own face. And this guy is called Kill a Ton? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, it's all baked right there into it.
It's all in the name, honestly.
So all we need to do then is just prove that we're right. That Kiloton's the one working for Farrig, and then, everything else will take care of itself there, It'll...
He's already calling you out, isn't he?
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we just gotta up the ante on our end and do something so incredibly dangerous that he has no choice but to do something even more dangerous.
I like your thinking.
So first,
kind of like fighting.
We gotta find something dangerous to go do.
Well, I classify fighting on a cage over a lava pit a pretty easy place for something unfortunate to happen.
Well, that's not a bad start.
Sure, but we got to connect the dots first.
We got 2 days to do that before.
I give 10 minutes before he traces that money.
That is true.
09W12 DPS. CPA.
CPA. That's the rest of his initials. He just didn't know.
Yeah. All right.
We
so
need
check
more
out
than
the
a money
site.
trail, don't we? I mean, if you want something to stick, we have to have something that shows that not that he's just working for a doctor, but that he is.
Wait. Dax goes back and starts looking through some of Kiloton's recent episodes and materials. I think I might know what's going on here. Hold on. Hold on a second. Is this going to be what kind of a role should I make this?
Culture.
Yeah, I guess this is still
It's our new
culture.
favorite skill.
It's a great skill.
No, I'm going to say life science on this one. Hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out. I think that what was going on in that facility we was in is Farrig is doing experimentations and then releasing this shit places and having Kiloton just clean it all up for his own ratings. I want to see if any of the monsters in recent episodes look like the thing that used to be Chris Hansma.
Ooh. Okay.
All right.
I think she needs a Kilotainment star to help clean up shit when it goes south. And she has such volatile experimentation that shit is going south regularly. So that'd be life sciences.
Roll.
I like that. I like the thinking.
And I didn't even see my result.
This is
28.
good.
It is a 28.
Ooh.
You're looking, and what is strange is in 4 episodes back, we're going to note this. To be
She had an episode called The Christening. God damn it, I knew it.
Beat us to the punch.
in
Just one step ahead of us. God damn it.
in episode 57, and this is the first time you start to notice it.
It was a Christmas episode.
Episode 59 and episode 64, there is a whole chain of speculation on the Hollow Stream of his fans as to what he was fighting. Because
It's not a bug.
it wasn't a bug, and it wasn't anything that known biological life forms of the system correspond to. So they were just called exos, just blank called exos, meaning it's just some sort of exo life form that nobody knows what it is because it was an undiscovered one that he found. And on the second one of the 3 that's being described, this would be episode 59.
And I cross-reference that with the Reddit chain. Because everyone knows that's where the truth is.
Right. right. And these things were called lashers.
Lashers.
He called
right.
he called them in the episode lashers. And you saw what looked like a group of 6 that he was fighting, and you see them use the tongue and spit the stuff. And the weird thing is these had big, bulbous, blister-like formations about the size of a beach ball growing on their backs.
Whoa.
Dax points over to 09. 09? In all that... Wait, is that chick still here?
Yeah.
Right in front of
Yes,
us.
we're right. Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah.
Never mind, I won't say nothing right now. Hold on.
We got a lot of things to discuss. Just want to make sure there's a good paycheck attached to this thing.
So, gentlemen, if you can see to it that you, first and foremost, can make some sort of proof of connection where Kiloton is receiving orders and following them out for Dr. Fiona Farrig, that is what I am looking for, ultimately. If you can give me that, then that could be 20 grand. And then if you can further, if that connection is proven, if you could detain Kiloton, lock him down, and deliver him to a place of my specification, that's 50 grand. If he can't be detained, 30.
All right.
All right.
If you can't be detained, you should work in your best self-defense to keep yourself safe from such a dangerous individual.
Okay, so Dr. Farrig probably does not make house calls.
Oh, I wouldn't say she's... Untouchable's not the right phrasing. Unreachable. She's rarely planet-side. I've only ever seen connections made with her, with people she's spoken with, via Holo. And almost always the analysis implies some sort of facility. And the current breakdown is a ship somewhere. Or maybe multiple ships. But unlikely planet side.
Some type of ship she says keeps in jumping to keep it moving around and hard to track, perhaps?
Could be multiple ships. The only reason I say unlikely planet side is because we've done... my team has done a lot of analysis of video footage of Holos of the Doctor, and it does seem that various environmental situations where she's at, watching how liquid moves as she's drinking something, or paying attention to background, if there's any sort of particulates in the air in video footage. Rarely have we ever seen anything like pollen counts or anything like seeding from some sort of nearby flora. And almost always there does seem to be strange gravity effects, per se, so it's believed that she's likely in orbit somewhere.
You said her research was into doorways and unknown energy sources.
Unknown energy sources and doorways to other places. The kind of, in my personal opinion, just dangerous nonsense that the Weave Watch gets into.
But she would need, like, test subjects.
I would think anybody trying to do research for the betterment of all humanity would need test subjects, whether they are voluntary or not.
You happen to know anything about people has on that ship with her? Working on? There was a lot of disturbing stuff in that facility that looked like it was people-sized. Tanks and things.
I have suspicions, but I can't say I concretely know who or what she has on that ship.
Well, it looks like we at least have somewhere to start then, with Killer Ton.
But I'll tell you this. Whether it's one ship or any ship, that right there, Mr. Helios. That's my everything. Gentlemen, if you found me that, that's the answer I've been looking for. Ultimately, her. If I could get her in this tent right now, safe and sound, but her here. You could name your price. And I'll do everything in my power to repay it.
So, what if?
I wouldn't say I'm a known entity around here, gentlemen, but I have means, I have contacts, and I am able to get those who've worked with me well what they want.
Okay. All right. I think I've got a plan.
Got some ideas too.
We'll have to discuss over, lunch, but I mean...
Of course. Gentlemen, feel free. I will leave you to it. If you think there's anything more we need to discuss, I will you have my lawyer's number. If at any time he cannot answer it, he will send it up to me and I will call you back, or let's set up a direct link. Either way, take everything through Lindana. He's a good man. So,
Before you go, do you know
yes.
anything about a vest fixer named Bartos? Apparently works out of Delve.
Bartos. Hold on. Yes. I've heard of him. I know he, for the most part, is a smuggler above all things and able to simply move stuff here and there. And he's largely worked for the Rentaro cycle. But I understand he's more of he's not in yet. But I know he's trying to get into the whole ring. And if you're Rentaro and Maid, then that's next level. That's money. That's power. But he's not yet, but he's trying.
You might want to keep your eye out on him. I have a feeling he might be a little closer to your person than you think.
Thank you. We'll just have a talk with Mr. Bartos. You bring him up, why?
Bumped into some people who know him. Sketchy work. Mention a doctor.
Very well. I'll look into it. Thank you, Mr. Exterminator. And I enjoyed your first episode. As pilots go, pretty good.
There's plenty more where that came from.
I really like in the second episode when you're defending the church. It's nice.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice.
My
favorite bit is when you toss the gun to the 7-year-old and then you teach him how to headshot. Ah,
he's a natural.
Classy.
The kid, first shot, right out of the gate. Bam.
Classy. It's classy. It's that kind of entertainment that inspires hope in these bleak times. Gentlemen, unless there is anything else, the drinks are yours. You can keep the tent. You can keep the chairs. It's all yours, gentlemen. I have other things to attend to. I wish you luck. Keep me apprised of the situation. If it is urgent, Lindana will connect right to me at any given time. And keep yourselves safe, please.
Will do. Thanks for the opportunity.
Mr. Donatelli.
2 years.
Thank you.
2 years.
Here's what?
What's 2 years?
That was the time frame at which TMC left the facility, Bridge 1, and when you sent us.
How did you find that out, 09?
Security camera
W12.
footage. Lots of corruptions, but I was able to look back.
Did you send this information with Advoc Lindana in the exchange of funds?
I said there was no bargain for information.
That's fair. What price would you put on all the information you gleaned from the facility?
All of the information?
I am interested in everything you found.
I will look through my records and determine a price.
Very well. I look forward to it. Good day, gentlemen. She walks out.
Well, lots to discuss. Maybe not here.
No, not here.
Take one of those drinks, though. Now, tip one underneath the helmet.
It's good. It's a high-end scotch.
Hell yeah.
There's also a top shelf vodka and a Lashunta Bijouet. Bijouet is some sort of fermentation of a flower that grows on Grimano.
Well, don't want to leave anything to waste. Gather them up.
I think I'm good.
I actually
what you
could
like.
use another tent. Mine was destroyed in that bug cave. Do you mind if
Oh,
I
that's
take this
right.
one?
Yeah, this one's 40 feet. She said we could take it. It's huge.
It is a big tent.
Big white
Have at
tent.
it.
I'll help you strike it.
Okay,
Get back to the ship. We got some things to talk about.
we sure do.
Yeah, like
When we get back
for-
to the ship, I run a complete scan on all of us for anything that may have been added electronic-wise during our visit.
Yep, we talked to an NPC. We have to decontaminate.
We must decontaminate.
It's my own fault, Chad. I've made them this paranoid in all my games, so.
The last one
Yeah.
that gave us tea, we had to burn their house down to find out they were devils.
I
Yeah,
did
it's
not
true.
drink the tea.
I always drink everything just to make sure the plot can roll.
Just to make sure
Just
Clint
to
didn't even
move
give
the
his
plot forward.
Clint didn't even give himself a mouth to drink tea with this time.
That's
I
true.
absolute sure I cannot drink the tea.
That was his whole choice right there.
That was the whole reason why.
So, roll for your scan.
A 28.
Why do I bother? Okay. You find nothing on your persons. No bugs, no little transmitters, no beacons.
Okay.
Pop the helmet
We are
off.
clean.
Now,
Good.
this Dr. Farrig, right?
Yeah.
Clearly owner of the last facility. Apparently deals with gateways and doors. All well and good, is now dabbling in the darker parts of life sciences. You're getting monster creation. Maybe this is a new thing for her. I don't know.
on the sounds of it, may or may not be responsible for kidnapping my old squad mate.
Could be.
Right. Probably because that's what they needed in order to have test subjects. But
Yeah.
now they created something else down there too besides those Chris's. Because a couple of y'all had some weird stuff going on with you and the auras. Hexes, swirls. And something's taking down our boy Mike, something fierce.
True.
Now-
True.
If we were, let's say, put out there that we had a sick crewmate with some relatively notable symptoms that might ping on our radar as potential as potentially something that might interest her, maybe we can find some way to get a meeting or at least coordinates to a facility where we would have to take that specimen to have research done.
So you want to use Mike as bait?
Hey, Diesel
Diesel
Shot.
Shot.
Diesel shot. Hey, welcome,
Hey, Diesel
Raiders.
Shot.
Thanks for coming by, guys.
Well, I mean, I don't want to say that we're going to use him as bait, but I mean, it's kind of what he does.
I mean, he'd say it.
He would.
I mean, if we were in a room and there was a giant Chris with a million arms, Mike should be the first guy to be like, throw me at him first.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Lead him over here to me is what Mike would say. He would say, lead it to me.
Hey, Caffey Teal.
Teal.
So, I mean,
Well, there's a whole lot of things going on here that seem pretty interesting to me, we'll say. I mean, for first thing, you got her name was Bianca, right?
Yeah, Benatelli.
Y'all ever hear Mike screaming in the night?
no, I try really hard not to.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, it's always Bianca, right?
You know, she was when she knew Mike wasn't here. She was looking at the ship a lot. I thought it was kind of weird.
Wait,
Oh,
are you saying Mike already knows her?
I think so. I think they're like a couple, you know?
he does tend to scream that. That was terrifying.
I mean, he hasn't screamed a lot of things, but I mean, that one's the one.
Wait, hold on a second. If Bianca's real,
Oh
Then
yeah, he sucked them sacks.
then is there a possibility that like the gnolls and goblins are real too?
Oh yeah, those things are totally real. I mean, there's a whole lot of weird stuff. Like a lot of weird stuff. I mean, we got two of us, right? You were saying with the thing. I'm one of them, and the reason why I was bringing up that Bartos guy, you guys all remember who that is, right?
That is
I remember the
person that
name a little bit.
hired the mercenary to kill us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
to
Yeah.
anyway.
Well, specifically, I think they said to take me alive to Grimano, which is where we're at right now. And this is where the doctor hangs out, right?
You think the bounty hunter was going to take you to Romano for testing?
I think maybe.
Well, she gave us coordinates to that facility on this planet.
More strange than that, we'll say. So I don't want to curse. I was given some secret intel about some things that happened on set one time when I was working in the back staff on Furious George's crew, and well, maybe I should just show you. And he's gonna punch up the two recordings.
Oh, I have to tell you what happens again.
Yes, I've got them written down, but
Okay. There. You just narrate what happens.
all right, let me pull it up again. Where did I put that?
I don't know what I honestly don't remember. What do you have it written down? What they did? If you have it written down, I can walk through what it was. Actually, no. I bet I have it in here. Hold on. I bet I wrote it down. Hold on.
Yeah, my notes are very player frantically trying to keep up with Levi writing things down.
Yeah.
Also deleted his notes at the beginning of the session.
Yeah, I've got some things over here, but so the first one was a HUD of someone else's vision with low ammo, EKGs real weak, and he says, "They're here, let me go, I can't take it anymore."
Yeah,
and that's
I got
Furious
it.
George's voice.
I found it. Okay,
Yep.
Here we go. You see the HUD, and you hear Furious George is like what he just said. I can't take it. I can't. Let me go. Just let me go. I can't do this anymore. And then you see all of his vitals are going down. Then that recording cuts out. The second recording comes in. You see it's from an onboard mic, and the last words of George says, "It's you." And then you see walking into frame, looking down, Dale in like a jumpsuit, holding a cup of coffee. The janitor. She's looking for a janitor.
Yeah, that's the day. I brought it to him. It was perfectly 212 degrees. He just carked it on me. But I don't remember that happening like that. But there's the video footage of it.
Furious George die?
Well, that's the real weird part about it, because I don't really remember that. Like from my remembering, I was like real late. I was running my ass off trying to get back over there, and they were filming down this cave, and he was supposed to be fighting a bunch of bugs, but the whole crew was just gone. And I was like, damn, they must have moved set, right? They're down in the cave. So I ran down in there, and I found him, but his whole suit, that big ass mech suit he always drive around in, David class and all that. That guy was just a heap. He was a tangled mess of blood and guts, and it seemed like maybe he might pull through. Maybe, he's Furious George, right? That guy can live through anything. So I got in the suit and I picked him up and I walked him on out, but he didn't pull through. But I don't know. This here seems weird. Like, I don't know if it's real, but it does seem kind of suspicious.
And in the footage, he says that she is looking for you, a janitor? You kind of look like a janitor in this footage.
Well, I did more than just janitor. I was more of a custodial artist.
Oh, you were. Oh.
I did pest control. I did gopher runs. I did it all.
So that part you remember. That's accurate.
Oh yeah, I did that for months.
So this doctor is also then looking for you and seems like curious.
Yeah, to
George-
clarify, Dale, you don't remember Furious George looking over Furious George's body and him saying anything.
Right,
But
yeah.
he's inside of a mech suit. So
I mean, is it? I don't want to go on a limb here, but is it possible that what we're seeing there is the other exterminator? You know, the one we
exterminated.
the one yeah, that one.
I mean, it's possible. I don't know, man. That would be weird.
Because now I'm starting to get a little concerned with the number of Chris's we saw, and the number of known fact that there's at least more than one exterminator.
Yeah, that's true.
And if that's all related to your Overlord Corp, like, this could get deep for you, man. Like, real deep.
Well, I mean, it's all TMC all around. Like Dell, that's TMC City. That's where that fixer was from. And
Because, I don't want to be the one to say this, but if this Farrig was looking for you in that little video, and we were wanting to look for a killertainment star that had a sudden rise after the death of Furious George, you know, I kind of ruled out present company when I did my search.
right? That's what I was thinking. But I mean, I did get put in position. It was all like, "Hey, Mr. Dale, if we can call you Mr. Dale." Well, that wasn't really that sophisticated. They basically told me put on the damn suit and show up and make some movies. But I don't remember anything weird like that though. Like,
You never met a woman doctor as your employer before?
I don't think I ever had a woman doctor before.
Well, you know, Chris couldn't remember 10 minutes before he was made either.
So are you trying to tell me I'm a Manchurian candidate?
I'm just saying that Chris couldn't remember all the details either. The only reason we know anything is because 09 found security footage.
That's true.
Chris couldn't tell us shit when we found him.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time I blacked out and forgot all kinds of stuff. I've seen all kinds of weird stuff.
Heck, 3 times ago, you didn't have no pants, and then you had like a fake arm that was sewed to your chest.
That's right.
See,
It's all wobbly and stuff.
so, like, I don't want to put you on a suspect list, X, but
I mean, I'd suspect me too. I mean, be fair.
I mean, that was just listed as like an Outback like cookout and whatnot. Turned out to be the group, the carpet party of the 3 handhold.
wait a second. She does gateways and doors, right?
Yeah.
And it was you and Mike that had the weird little sigils all over you, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah,
Mike say something about having come through some portal from some other place?
I mean, that sounds about like the stories he tells. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. It's like Stranger Things or something.
Like, he don't know how he got here either, right?
Guys, you've heard Mike tell at least that's 2-3 different portal time. I don't know. So you guys know he's been through portals 1, 2, 3 times at least.
He did specify 3 times. He found a leaf.
Maybe it's one of her experiments that caused him to end up here.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe that's why you and him are the ones with the little weird things in your auras. Because you're tied to her wooge.
And not because that thing spit all over us.
Well, no, because it's not on the Chris's.
Oh, good. That's the title of the next game.
Oh no.
Tied to her wooge.
Yep.
I fucking love that title. I'm saving it now. Shit.
So good.
Great.
You know, so if there's somebody who know a whole lot of people, but like who's hiring who and like where the money's going, I bet you Tactics Tina knows. She's running that like, you know, that whole
Union,
yeah. And she's always trying to pester all of us, you know, trying to get us to join in. And you know what happens when you join the union? It's, you know, the big guys. Right? Well, no. I mean, maybe, but it never gets to that point, right? It's just always well, you've joined the cult now, Mr. Dale. What will you do about yourself? And then things go real fucked up real quick.
I thought we just had to wear those like sandwich boards that says like the end is near, repent.
You're taking the company line.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, yeah. But anyway, Tactics Tina, I bet she probably knows who's working for who.
I mean, above the board probably, but would she know who's, you know, under the table working for who? Like,
well, you know who she is, but she's all like goody two shoes, like make sure everything's squeaky clean. So if anyone's gonna like root around and find some things that they shouldn't know, I bet it's Tactics.
Okay, now let's think about this for just a minute. We just potentially agreed to go on a mission for Bianca.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. We kind of did so. We went and cleared out a facility, right?
And we may or may not be giving her more info that 09 has.
And if you were to call Tactics Tina today and be like, Tactics Tina, who do I work for? Is she going to say, well, Bianca? No. Because she doesn't know.
Well, maybe not. But Kiloton came on the scene and got picked up, right? Pretty quick. So there's somebody to talk to him.
I mean, you could check, but boy, that would seem like something that the doctor would want to do if they were keeping a low profile.
Well, if we don't get her, then we got who's in between her and him.
I mean, give it a ring. I guess it can't hurt anything to ask. But I have a feeling all we're going to get is the official front. We're not going to get the truth.
Maybe. I'll give it a shot here. Let me put my helmet on real quick. I'm going to ring up Tactics Tina.
Number goes to a message service.
Tactics Tina. Got some questions about that whole union thing. I'm going to see who's in, who's not at this point. I might be coming around. Get back to me.
Message sent.
All right, we'll see what happens. I don't know, we got a whole lot of things to look into here for sure.
Yeah, like for instance, maybe even selling her that info that you have, 09. Oh.
Is that thunder?
Yeah, well,
that's at my place.
That's my mic actually picked it up. Yeah.
Can you hear it too, Clint?
It's loud enough. My mic.
It was Robo Thunder.
Awesome.
Me and Clint live close enough to each other. You can hear the thunderbolt in stereo when it.
True.
What do you think, 09? How much of that you feel comfortable giving to her? Do you have a chance to go over all of that tape?
It was actually just a stalling technique. I don't know. How much should I sell it for?
Well, you got 1 million out of the last one.
I did not. I just figured the bounty would be about $1 million.
You gotta call back, Exterminator. It's just a message.
Okay. I'll step around the corner and pop it up.
Hi, my name's Nebbins, and this is Mine, Fire, and Salvage. And if you all want to come down here and discuss it, we can break it all down. But I tell you what, we done taken it apart, pulled off all the bulkheads. So best you talked about maybe having themselves a black box or a hard drive. But I'd be willing to part with this hard drive for like, oh, what is this the hard drive for? Well, I say maybe go there,
They do real good on the rating, so you make that Dick.
Yeah, 20,000. Deal. Boop.
The hell?
You got a job.
Well, that wasn't who I was expecting. Pretty sure that's that that rat guy we talked to that first time.
Isoki?
Yeah, I couldn't really make out all he was saying because those guys talk real funny. But yeah, he was saying something about like having a black box you wanted to sell for 20 grand.
So he found your friend Tactics Tina's communicator, so she's dead?
Wait, you think that's what's going on?
Why you called Tactics Tina, yeah? And you got a scavenger calling you back, trying to sell you her stuff?
Hold on.
Sounds bad. Sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
I wasn't where I was going at all. I was just thinking I just got a second person calling me.
No.
That's pretty bad.
Was it the same number who called you back?
I don't know, was it?
Yeah, it was on the same line.
Yeah.
Oh my poops, that was.
Yeah, that don't sound good at all.
Oh no, sugar cookies.
Okay, on sugar cookies, we're gonna end there.
All right.
Oh no, sugar cookies. Roll credits. So, thanks everybody for coming out tonight. It's 12:30. We gotta. Oh, you're doing invalid commands over there, 09. So, we're gonna wrap tonight. It's like a 3-week hiatus for the next game. But join us next time for game 13. It'll be a while though. Tied to Her Wooge is the name of next game. Game 13. Thank you for that gem, Ogle. It's beautiful. Beautiful. So we got coming up my anniversary and then 4th of July weekend. So we were just sort of backing off, so because we all have families and whatnots, and I don't remember what date I said. I'm gonna look real quick.
16th.
That's what I see.
Okay, yeah, July 16th. It'll be the next game. So if you're back for July 16th, y'all, we will continue with Void Prime and way too many NPCs already. It's getting hectic.
You're welcome, Levi.
We've only been to like
I
3
don't.
planets.
I don't want to say this, but I'm pretty sure we had 3 times as many in Everstorm at this point. Because by
Yes.
Game 11, we
Yeah.
crashed onto an island
Yeah.
with like 100
Yes.
some
Yes.
dwarves, halflings, and
Halflings. You guys purchased 40 halflings out of a slave auction. You bought them out of slavery. And I generated all of their names and professions.
And wisely, Levi had our ship crash through a dimensional portal onto an island, upon which Levi decided that only 5 of them met an untimely demise. He could have saved himself the trouble right there, but no. Then he had to generate 55 more halflings.
Yeah. What can I say? I like halflings, so.
Good shit. Good game. I liked it.
Do we have a raid target?
We do. Got a couple of potentials here. Let's see. You know what? Because he stops by a lot, we're gonna go hang out with the Gangrez.
That's what I was expecting. Yeah.
All right.
A little Rocket League.
He's playing Rocket League tonight,
nice.
so you know there's no parental warnings about what you're about to see on the screen.
Maybe. You never know. You never know.
At least at the moment.
Fantastic.
So go say hi to Gangrez for us. We'll catch you guys next time.
Adios.
Peace.
Thanks for coming by. Take care. Have a nice night.